ready, so let's just get right into it. Welcome back to Falco Punch 64. This is a new format that I'm calling Falco's Flying Circus. The reason this came about is because I was originally going to make the commentary called Call Me Jack, but I could not get usernames on any platform for it, and yeah, because Call Me Jack is apparently a very generic name that has already been taken on every platform except for YouTube. Go figure. So Falco's Flying Circus is what this is called. Same sort of thing that you remember from back in May. We need to go into some housekeeping stuff really quick before we really get into the nitty gritty of anything. Basically, I've been streaming for the last few months, just not on YouTube. I know that is confusing to people. I decided to actually carry over to Twitch, and I just, kind of just sat over there and did my own thing. It didn't bother promoting Twitch very much, and Twitch doesn't get that much money or, even viewership, but I wanted to stream, but in peace. So I went to Twitch, and I'm still at Twitch, and most of my shows are on twitch.tv/FalcoPunch64. I stream almost every day over there, not on YouTube. If you're looking for the show, the daily show, that is usually around 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it is on Twitch, not YouTube. It never comes to YouTube, mainly because of copyright shit. So, if you want to watch the show that's not Falco's Flying Circus, which is, the once-a-week show on Fridays, you have to go to Twitch, okay? We got a donation before the show actually started. I'm going to go ahead and play that really quick. It's $10 from Cecil Lothar.
Fatality.
Second_Lothar donated $10. The Kino Casino thought they brought down the Falcon, but the Falcon returns as the Kino Casino is burnt down. Who needs retarded phoenixes when we have falcons?
I'm a retarded falcon too, to be honest, but thank you for that $10. I really do appreciate that. That came through before the show actually even started. If you want to donate, get your message right on screen. Of course, it's in the description as always. All right. I have been not following this drama shit at all. I just avoided it from basically, I pretty much avoided it from May until now. And I'm still probably going to avoid it after tonight's show. But Cisa came in my DMs and he had something that he really wanted me to look at. And I think it's something that he's really going to be excited by me taking a look at. I have no idea what this is about, but apparently the Kino Casino is having some trouble over there, where Andy Warski has gotten fired or some shit. I'm pretty sure that's not what's going on. I'm pretty sure Andy didn't get fired. I know people probably have hopes and dreams and wishes that Andy Warski got his ass canned from that show so he can stop clapping like a retarded seal at everything Ashton says, but that's just a pipe dream. I don't watch Kino Casino anyway. I haven't. The only time I ever watched Kino Casino was, I think it was the Fuck Ralph Festival and also the Alice show, where she was talking about, Ralph allegedly doing what he did, and who knows what has come of that. I don't know. Kiwi Farms has been up and down so much that you kind of don't even know what the fuck's going on anyway, so it's like, and I haven't been on Twitter, so, just do my little Twitch shows and, 3 or 4 people watch on there and that's it. And I'm happy with that. So I'm not trying to, take the Kino Casino spot because that would be absolutely retarded on my end. But yeah, so apparently there's some behind the scenes drama going on. Something to do with the quote unquote writers of Kino Casino. I don't know. I figured that they didn't have writers because I figured Ashton just threw shit together on like a Google Doc and just had links to everything. That's what I figured they did because that's what I do. I mean, really right now I just have like a bunch of videos that people sent me like kind of tabbed up. Which is, if you want to have something on Falco's Flying Circus, just send me a DM on Twitter at FalcoPunch64. You can send me links to whatever you want me to watch or feature on the show, of course. This is one Cisa sent me, though. I have not listened to it at all. I have no idea what it's about. It's really fucking long. So I don't know if I'm going to speed it up like the dialogue or if I'm just going to skip ahead if it gets boring. We'll see. But this is called Scuffed Express Episode 10, The Casino, by I'm not even going to try to say his name, but I'll put his link in the chat so you can actually watch this on your own, or at least give it a like, because I don't like to take people's stuff without giving them some type of credit. So there you go. All right, let's see what this is about. I honestly don't know what the fuck it is, but Cecil really wanted me to look at it, so let's listen. All right, let's go ahead and skip the Johnny Cash plagiarism before I get in trouble. All right, so apparently he snorted coke on a stream or something. That's what the allegation is. I don't care, but you know, I do this for you. I do this mainly because people want me to do it. Really, I mean, I don't follow this shit, but people enjoy me seeing this shit, so I'll do it for you. Okay, let's go.
So, are we person? Are we actually live? Does the chat?
Yes, we are. Oh, you're in the Squire voice. I see. Okay.
Well, what other voice should I be? That's what the chat wants.
No other
I
voice.
have to give them what they want. So a lot
Where do
has
you want to
happened.
start? It's been a crazy year. Can everybody hear the Squire? Can everybody hear me? Are we good?
I don't know. I don't know. The chat is behind.
Yes.
They might not hear us.
They're acting
might
like
be
they
dead.
hear us.
Okay, good. Well, we'll pretend that they hear us, and then we'll go an hour, and then we'll just not look at the chat, and they'll be saying, we can't hear you for an hour.
Yes.
Let's do that. Okay. All right. So, yeah, the chat wants us to start at the beginning, the very beginning.
Wow, that's too long ago. That's 2.5 years ago. So
Right, but we'll keep
gotta
it
skip
all
ahead a
relevant
little
to the
bit.
show. Yeah, we'll keep it relevant to the show. So let's just do that. You start.
So, this time last year, as everyone well knows, Ashton had a bit of a fight. He had to make some changes to his life. And,
Chat, if you know anything about this, go ahead and put it in there, because I don't know anything about Ashton. I know he has a Kiwi farm story that's really, really, really fucking long, but I can't read all that shit. I just, if I want to read something, I'm going to read Stephen King, not Kiwi Farms. I'm not trying to shit on the farms at all. But, 2,000 pages? Seriously, 2,000 motherfucking pages about some fat retard on the internet? No. Just no. But if you have some information on this whole thing of Ashton, I guess you're talking about the surfer thing. Anyway.
this was the beginning of the very beginning of the Grifter arc.
Okay.
And we supported our pal because we love our pal, PPP. And I don't think I had ever seen Surfer and Ashton even fight before that.
Okay.
And
That's
was
what it's
like
about.
a year and a half. So, skipping along, we came to the cold winter and the cabin, as you well remember the cabin. And
I'm so cold right now, person. I'm so cold. Oh. Actually, no, it's quite warm where I'm at. But yes.
And we got a phone call around Christmas of 2021.
Steezy Sue in Twitch chat says it should be relaying over to the other chat, by the way. Once again, if you want to watch the daily shows, you need to go to Twitch. I don't do them on YouTube. He says PPP begged Andy to start Kino Casino because he was living in a cabin and needed money. It was all about money. I can't fault him or Andy for honestly needing money. Let's be real. Andy's not a type of person that's probably going to be able to work a 9 to 5. I mean, he might be able to, but he's just, I don't know, man. I can't see Andy flipping burgers at McDonald's or, working in a cubicle or something. He's just not that type of guy. And neither is PPP really. So I'd rather them go out there and make content that people enjoy than, grift off the government or something and, just like take free checks or, try to scam people or something. But, if they're doing a show, people want to pay them, good on them. You know what I mean? I will never fault a man for making money as long as he's not scamming people or fucking anybody over in the process.
About Ashton wanting to start a show. And he told us he wanted Andy to be his co-host, and we were quite speechless about that. Now, I don't quite remember who came up with Kino Casino. I think it might have been Ashton himself who came up with Kino Casino.
Yeah, it was either him. Well, the name was either him or Andy. One of them.
It had to be Ashton. It wasn't Andy, because remember, we wanted it to be. You wanted it to be Project Rehab.
Yeah, I thought Project Rehab.
Nah, I don't think that would have been a good name.
We're trying to build
Project Rehab isn't really that great of a name. It doesn't. Kino Casino is a lot better name. It's a lot easier to remember than Project Rehab.
Back up from being the failure IRL crackhead streamer to someone a little bit more respectable, but obviously it didn't work. So I think Kino Casino is probably more apt.
Yes, Andy loved Kino Casino. So Andy is the one who actually picked Kino Casino. Now, full disclosure, this is the first thing that's going to come off very strange. We have never talked to Andy Warski. And we have never interacted with Andy Warski. Actually, I was banned basically on every single account from Andy for the first half of the show, I think.
Yeah, and I've been banned from every single Warski channel that he's ever had.
So we never actually talked to Andy.
Does anyone know who these people are? Because honestly, I don't know who any of them are, and I don't think they even have like credits in the description or anything to tell me who any of these people are or what they have to do at the casino or anything. I mean, I literally don't know who anybody in this call is, but let me know if you know.
Andy, but that was the fail-safe. The fail-safe was supposed to be that we would get Ashton out of the situation. If he became completely mind controlled by Andy and, you know, the suicidal drug addict outbursts, that we were supposed to pull Ashton out of the situation. And personally, I really didn't want to deal with Andy, so I was A-okay with that anyway, because Andy had zero to do with the content of the show. Andy was just supposed to be a OBS operator and commentator with Ashton.
Yeah,
and
it was supposed to be Ashton's show, and Andy was basically kind of the advertiser-friendly rapper, if you could call it that. Yes. You know, I mean, he wasn't advertiser-friendly.
Name recognition. He had a little bit of pull. We were going to have the first episode was Andy coming to a reconciliation with Kraut, which was supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah, we were gonna have Andy attempt to get more guests on the show too, because he has a Rolodex of hundreds of names he could have brought. But
that's what we're sold on.
Clearly, he doesn't.
Clearly, Andy has a Rolodex of famous people who want to be guests on the show.
Yes. But sadly,
so basically, Andy was getting paid 50% just to show up. And Ashton was getting the other 50%. We were completely fine with that. At the time, I was doing well. Squire was doing well. I had hit a few road bumps, but Squire was doing very well.
I mean, I have a Tesla. I don't need these pittance.
So,
don't work for anybody on the internet for free. I don't give a fuck what they offer you. You know, if you even, unless you are doing your own show, that's the only time you should work, quote unquote, for free. You know what I mean? But for anybody else, fuck that. You got to pay me something. You got to pay me a cut if you want me to work with you, basically. Unless it's like some sort of guest deal where it's like, oh, you know, come on the show and we'll help you out. Yeah, that's one thing. But, you know, any of this, oh, make me graphics, help me with OBS, do this, do that, and the other thing, you know, hours and hours of work, maintain this, you know, help me build this website for free. Fuck that shit. You fucking retarded if you take an unpaid gig like that, working for exposure.
It wasn't a thing. We wanted to help our buddy, and we figured.
I don't care if you're friends with me or not. I don't give a fuck if you're my friend or not. If you bring me something that is billable, I'm gonna fucking bill you. I'm sorry. You know, I'll listen to you, you know, piss and moan because enough people have done that for me in the past. But you know, if you're trying to get me to do tech shit, you're gonna pay me for that because that's what I do IRL for work. So yeah.
and we just kind of hand off our role, and it would be no big deal. Now, the first show I remember went relatively well. For a first show, it went relatively well. And then Ralph decided to fly to Portugal, and we didn't really need to even do anything for the F Ralph Festival, really. We just kind of put together the basic stuff for that show, if I remember right. Do you have any recollection of if we did anything particular for the Fuck Ralph Festival?
No, I think we actually were hands off on that episode entirely. Maybe like one
promo
clip.
stuff. The whole contract, PPP selling his soul. That was.
I did the voice. I did the voice
you
of
did
that.
The voiceover.
Yeah.
I did something for that, and then I think maybe even Adam did the editing.
Yeah, Adam edited it. Adam was going to do the voice.
Expose, Adam edited that.
Well, Ashton already said that. Yes.
Yes, Godwinson knew from the start. But we were trying to help out our buddy, you know. And grifting seemed like a good option at the time. You know, they always say grifting corrupts, but at the time, the grifting had not done anything yet. We were fresh. We were naive.
You were green.
I see.
Just fell off the turnip truck.
Andy's Rolodex is pod awful. Should we talk about Andy's relationship with? Okay, we'll get to that.
All right, I'm just gonna say this really quick. I don't see what Andy, and I know that Andy hates me probably. I don't give a fuck. And I'm sure a lot of people in that sector still don't like me for one reason or another. But I'm going to say this on the record. I don't think what Andy and PPP are doing is grifting. And I really don't, because they're putting on a product that they spent time on, you know, just sort of like art, just like a band. I mean, you know, bands have tip jars. I don't look down on a band, you know, looking for gas money or whatever the fuck, you know, if they're not being paid by YouTube's not paying Andy, obviously, because, you know, they're just sacks of shit. And if they are, there's not much probably, since a lot of that stuff comes from their own sort of platform they own, whatever they call it, whatever it's called, that, you know, we chat or what, I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Some type of super chat alternative. But they put on a service, you know, they put on a show that people enjoy, you know, people donate because they want to have their messages read by their favorite, you know, presenters. You know, that's not grifting. To me, grifting is when you actually scam somebody, when you go out there and say, I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing, and, you know, you should pay me to do this, or, you know, just, here we go. Here's a good example of a grift. A grift, to me, is when Ralph said that he was going to do, I'm not trying to shit on Ralph or dig up this corpse, but really, Ralph did say that he was going to do all these meetups and all this bullshit for the Miami trip. Didn't do it, took a bunch of money, and didn't produce anything. Zoe Quinn said she was going to produce some stupid ass video game, some FMV shit. Didn't happen, stole the money. That's a grift. You know, Anita Sarkeesian, you know, got the money, didn't do the project. That's a grift. When you scam people, that is a grift. Because the whole grifting thing was some scam merchant would roll into town back, you know, way the fuck back before internet, not like the 1920s. And he would basically sell you like snake oil, and then he'd move on to the next town. By the time you realized, you know, you had been shafted, he's long gone. That's what a grifter is. They're putting on a product that people want to watch. Whether it's good or bad, that's up to you, the audience. I have no opinion of it because I don't watch the shit. You know, I don't talk to Andy. I don't talk to anybody from that sector anymore. I don't want to either, really. You know, of course, audience members, yes, but, you know, the actual presenters and stuff, no, I'm not interested. It's too much fucking trouble. But I can't look down on Andy or PPP when it comes to making money. I mean, you know, Dave Chappelle said it best. You don't come between a man and his meal. And that's how these two eat, you know? So good on them. If they want to make fucking money doing live shows, like, you know, every night or whatever, and, you know, doing the grind and, you know, talking shit about everybody and their mother, go ahead.
I mean,
go on.
I want to go into. There was one stipulation for Andy when we started. The stipulation for Andy was that he could not get drunk or high during the show. That was the only stipulation for Andy when we started the show, is that Andy could not be fucked up during the show. Of course, Andy immediately got fucked up the first show. I mean, it was like immediate, right? And then Andy promised he wouldn't drink anymore. I think for the first, at the end of the first, 8 episodes, Andy promised he would never drink or get high during the show again.
Was it the cooking stream? Because that's one.
Well, the cooking stream, yes. Well, the cooking stream was the first disaster because we worked really hard on that cooking stream.
Yeah, well, not the IRL cooking stream they did. I'm talking about the one with the cooking contest. Yes.
Yeah, the cooking contest stream where we were supposed to have different categories and we kind of bloated it a little too much.
Well, we told them to edit the clips so they weren't all 20 minutes long, but they didn't listen.
Well, no, the clips were edited so they weren't 20 minutes long. We had selected clips that were about 8 to 12 minutes. But what happened is that they had already gone long in the very beginning of the show, and then the pausing went insane. And
yes.
You know,
Andy it took him like an hour to
Andy
get
pauses to laugh. Andy pauses to blow his nose. Andy pauses to yawn. Andy pauses to any kind of noise that Andy makes, he will pause.
Yeah.
So they turned an 8-minute clip of DSP into an hour and 2 minutes. And that was the first clip of the show.
Jesus Christ, Andy, damn.
Show, yes.
So it's a complete disaster.
Hour and 2 minutes out of 8 minutes. Holy shit, brother.
After the first section, which would have been like a solid 3.5 hour show. And that was the concept of the show was there would be rotating jokers every week that would be different.
Yes.
And the show would only be 3 hours long. It was never meant to be a 6-hour show. It's never meant to be a 5-6 hour show. It was never meant to be just Ralph and Fuentes.
Yeah, we had a good example is probably the Anime Rightist, which was one of all,
I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, if you expect me to go longer than 3 hours, you can kiss my ass. I literally don't do this for a living at all. Like I'm doing this, because of old fan of the show, showed up excited that he saw that I was still doing stuff and wanted me to watch this. So, you ain't gonna get 3 hours out of me. You sure as hell aren't gonna get 6 hours out of me. I got stuff to do. That's the difference between me and a lot of these other streamers is I got shit to do. I can't be sitting here fucking around, just doing this autistic shit for 6 to 8 hours a day. I'm definitely not a Tonka saw, let's put it that way. Somebody that can sit there for 8 to 12 hours a day just with dead air and absolutely nothing, just him and his idiots talking in a Discord call while waiting for $200 to come in. Fuck that. I could get $200 in less than an hour at my shop. I'm not even interested.
Originals that we brought to the table, we had I don't know, probably a dozen or so.
Is it Geek Thulu? I can't tell who the fuck that is. It sounds like Geek Thulu, though.
Cows that we had ready to go.
We had so much stuff ready to go. But a lot of that stuff...
And that sounds like flamenco.
I can't even remember what any of it is anymore, can you?
No, I mean, a lot of it
The only thing I remember...
That was not a fart, that was a bottle opening. I
extensively cut up Kryler.
Yes, that's one thing that
But Andy,
we had all these.
Andy basically refused to play any of the Kryler stuff. But I had extensive cut-ups of footage of Kryler in the RV, and it was pretty good. We have Kryler freezing in the cold, Kryler getting into a fist fight with.
Yep.
This thing have timestamps.
The schizophrenic.
Yeah. Tommy,
King Tommy, king of content at the time.
Is Tommy even...
Hold on a second. It says I haven't talked to PPP in months. Proceeds to participate in PPP's gay fabe video. Never trust the alphabets. I don't know who the fuck what that means. Let's see. Big tribute. Oh Jesus. That's 7. Let's see. Well, there's Cecil right there. I suggest starting a show with Goblinson or just by yourselves using the content you gathered. I do wonder why PPP and Warski refused to take callers. Yeah, Cecil really wants to have a call-in show. I told him straight because he was really adamant about me starting the call-up show again. I said, look, man, if I can't pull 75 to 100 viewers on a show, and I know this, like, oh, well, if I don't get this, I'm not going to do that. It's the fact of when I had 75 to 100 viewers, I might get like 2 or 3 callers in that entire 3-hour span. You know what I mean? Like, if I was to do a call-in show right now, I have 6 people watching across 2 different fucking platforms. Who the hell is going to call in? And if they do call in, who are they going to be talking to and responding to in chat? I mean, that's why I told them, like, I'm not opening a Discord or starting any call-in shows unless I get 75 to 100 or over 100 viewers average per show, because who the hell am I going to talk to? Because, you know, no one's going to want to call in, and even if they do, it's just going to be just boring because there's nobody in the chat to kind of bounce off of. So that's what I basically told them. So if you want a call-in show or you want me to do that again, you need to push the show. I mean, but otherwise, just no call-in show. I'll do the show without call-ins if we don't have a big audience coming. So there you go.
It's still alive. I haven't
I
heard
don't know.
from
I think
Bobby
he's
in
dead.
forever. Yeah, and then there was the fellow that was drawing on his head with the Sharpie.
Yes, Joker. They picked up a homeless man off the street who lived in a shanty, and he went to live with them in the RV to replace Kryler, and he drew graffiti all over Kryler's head. And then they went and did meth at a bar, and Kryler was dancing around like he was having a seizure.
It was good shit. It was really good shit.
Yes. It was primo content.
But Andy vetoed it. See, that's the thing. You never give Warski the veto button at all. Because he just vetoes everything that he just...
Well, Andy was never supposed to have any control over the content of the show.
Yeah.
But it quickly became apparent that Andy was going to exert as much control as he could possibly do. You know, Andy wanted nothing to do with politics, so originally there was so much pushback about the Fuentes stuff that we really thought that maybe the show wasn't even going to cover Fuentes at all, because Andy didn't want to retread politics. He said he couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the cusp of it was that Nick Fuentes did one stream where he actually acknowledged that they exist. And I think just him shitting on Andy for being a cokehead was enough that Andy was like, he's making fun of me. We can't do this no more. I think it was that.
Now, me and Squire worked on all the content, and I think that writers is maybe a little strong. I don't know if I would put us in the writers. I mean, PvP really had... He knew what he wanted to do, and he was doing a lot of work. The only person who really was never working on the show was Andy.
Yeah.
Because I used to watch a lot of the stuff that we cut up with PPP. So.
Oh yeah. I'd say those phone calls were probably better than some of the Kino Casinos ever were.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest shame of it all, isn't it?
Yeah. Too bad we're not snakes and record everything. You know?
I really think this is just... I can't listen to the rest of this. This is boring. Let's be real. This is boring. We know that Andy is not fired. We know that he's going to be back.
We'll see what happens. I did unblock Keemstar.
We know that Andy's going to be back at the end of the fucking week. He might even be back tonight. You know, this is just all... kayfabe, I guess as they call it, because they all think that they're professional wrestlers for some fucking reason. Yeah, so I don't understand that, but for some reason they think they're all pro wrestlers and they're all, you know, manipulating the audience to, you know, like they have a storyline going on or some shit. I don't know. It's stupid. And Ralph does the same thing. So I haven't watched Ralph in forever, and this might be a little bit out of date for some of you, but like I said, I literally have not watched Ralph since May. So let's see what this is. May, the month, not May, the person. Ethan Ralph simps for DSP over Keemstar business offer. What is this about?
We'll see what happens. I did unblock Keemstar, the Fed informant, and I'll
He blocked Keemstar. I can't help but laugh at that.
I've said much more colorful things about him recently, but we'll see. We'll see what he's got to say. I saw DSP got in his ass earlier, actually, right before I came on air. DSP dunked on Keemstar. Do we have that stream? Oh man, do we have DSP? Let me see if I can find this. Oh man, Keem, you got dogged out. You got dogged out by DSP. Matter of fact, every time I watch DSP, I'm just like, why? People psychotically hate him. I'm just like, he's not even that bad, really. All right, let's see. Is this? I don't know if it. Let's see, 54. Was that it? Yeah, I think it was this one. He's got like 1,000 videos on his channel. DSP vindicated. You know, I kind of like DSP.
All right, everyone.
Every time I see him, I'm just like, man, Phil's kind of cool.
Oh,
Let's
good
see.
God.
I might be able to find this.
Honestly, I've never watched.
I
I don't know DSP. I don't watch DSP. I really don't watch much Let's Play content at all. I mean, I've made a ton of it on my other channel, Falco. You know, the official Falco Punch 64 channel. This is the commentary channel, and you know, I just don't watch much of it. I've heard DSP is really bad or something, and I don't know. He has a huge thread on Kiwi Farms. I think he has his own section of the website, actually, and I don't understand why, but, you know, I don't know. You got to give it to him, though. I mean, the dude does put out a ton of content, like ridiculous amounts of videos every single fucking day. Whether they're quality or not, I don't care. It's the fact that this man actually has the work ethic to sit down and record like 10 to 15 videos a day. I'm just like, fuck. Like, the highest I ever did was maybe 6 or 7, but I was just like, that was like one recording session of Oblivion that was like 2 or 3 hours, I think, and that was it. Like, I would get that sort of thing going, but, you know, DSP always like 3 times my output. Like, holy fuck, I can't do that shit.
Hold on.
There's documented evidence of fucked up things this guy has done.
Okay, hold on. He is,
Contacting me like, Phil, so what's up with
okay, that's so good.
Did I just
See,
taking
well,
damage?
Aegis's mother was, well, let us say,
Why am I taking damage?
well, I suppose.
DSP on Cozy? What the? I mean, dude, I'm kind of a DSP guy, honestly. Like, I've tried to get him on the show many times. He won't come on. But like, it's another guy that's just like, oh, as far as I ever know about DSP, it's just some guy that Jim was fucking with. Like, I don't even know anything like that I mean, I don't even know.
I mean, he got caught jerking off on stream, and then apparently he was an asshole at a bunch of Street Fighter tournaments or something. I don't know.
That's all I know about him. Jim used to always just attack this guy all the time. Like, I don't even know anything. I mean, I do know about the jacking off on air. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
I mean, we've all done stupid shit on air. I mean, I've never jerked off on air because I never really, you know, felt the need to jerk off on a live stream ever. But, you know, or even tape my, you know, sexual, you know, moments or whatever. I've never thought about doing that. But some people just get the Holy Spirit in them, and they feel like they just need to go to town on their dick. I don't understand it, but whatever.
An article. I remember
Like that guy from, what was it, CNN or MSNBC that got caught jerking off on a Zoom call.
an article about that during.
This man had like a 10-minute break and he got fully nude and started jerking off. And like the cameras came back on and like he got fired for it. But I don't understand. I've never sat in any meeting at work, you know. I haven't been in a meeting at work since 2016, but I've never sat or stood around in a work meeting and thought, oh my God, I need to jerk off. I've never thought that ever. Just Jesus.
During Gamergate, and that guy like It got like 30,000 hits or something. I didn't know anything about DSP though, but I just knew that like a lot of people didn't like him, so I wrote that up. I wrote that up real quick. I think it still shows up on the search.
But good God, look at that. I mean, well, I know Wabbajack. Wabbajack's kind of neat, but I'm going to try that sometime when my hands recover, when I can actually play video games again, because I've got this, you know, my left hand's got nerve damage or something's wrong with it, where it's like it numbs up really, really bad anytime I try to play games, and writing is pretty much out of the question too at this point. But anyway, you know, that Wabbajack thing is pretty neat, where you can get mod packs from Nexus Mods instead of having to fight with, you know, well, actually, no, Nexus Mods has like collections now where people like curate mods all into one pack where you don't have to go and individually do the shit anymore. But that's off topic.
Results when you search about his masturbation incident, by the way. Little secret of blogging. Get that shit out there quick. Get some early hits on it. All right, let me play this.
In the grand scheme of
The one thing I'll say about DSP, though, that bothers me is some of his schemes seemingly, from what I've seen, like I have not investigated any of his stuff, but I've seen him like always, he seems to be a little false sometimes with like the money that he needs, quote unquote. I don't really like, I mean, he's got a base of fans seemingly. I don't like it when a guy exploits or you know, acts like he needs money, and then his fans would give him if he really needed it, but he lies about needing it. You know what I mean? Like he's lying about taking advantage. Basically, it's like I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that mentality. I don't like the you owe mentality or anything like that. I don't know. I've seen some clips, and they're clips, right? So I don't watch the SB all the time, so I can't say I know how that goes, where people clip stuff out, you know, maybe. But I know I think that is kind of a thing. From what I've seen, that does seem to be a thing with him, and I've always just tried to completely avoid that mentality, and it just really. Well, I don't know. I couldn't. I mean, it's a fake. It's just not cool to lie about the money that you need. Also, what makes it even more uncool to me, at least, is when he gets the money. You know what I mean? Like he has the base of people who support him in his time of need, and he's still, you know, taking an extra piece that I don't know. Not sure if I'm hitting it right.
things, she was fairly average, except
I can't.
I've been up so long.
I can go this
that
way.
woman wielded fear like a cleaver.
All right, he goes off here in a second, though.
Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right.
Yeah, and then
But she taught her son.
if that's true, which to my knowledge it is, where he spent, how do you even spend, was it like 20 grand on WWE games? Like, I don't understand that at all.
I think it was mobile games, not WWE.
I can think of spending 20
Or it might have been like a WWE mobile game, but I think it was a mobile game that DSP wasted a bunch of money on. I'm pretty sure, I've never heard of a WWE game where you had microtransactions unless it was some mobile bullshit.
grand on a lot of things. That is not even in the top 1 million.
Well, Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. See?
You know, bother to derail my stream. So Teamstar, should I ban you now for, you know, trying to derail my stream, or should I, you know, bother telling everyone what you're talking about, derailing my stream? Or should I just
Basically, DSP got pissed off at Keemstar. Business is spelled with one S right there, by the way. Bussiness. Busyness. Whatever. I'm pretty sure he just typoed. Cinemas, fix that typo. But I think he's just simping for him because he hates Keemstar for whatever reason. Let's see. What's this?
Dirt Pro 777 says, let's all guess what color underwear Ralph is wearing. I almost never wear underwear, actually, if you want to know the truth about that. So, what? I don't have any underwear on.
Let's pull the video up. Let's do this.
Really?
Hold on.
Yeah. Steph Dev says, Ralph, Pantsu, the DM queen, simp harder chat. Is that gross? I don't know.
Ain't nobody simping for fucking pantsuit. If they are, good God.
I like my ass to look right in my pants, you know. I don't want the boxer line. Chat's freaking out.
Switch over to thongs.
It depends, It depends. Sometimes I will. I
Like we had him on the show.
What am I even watching right now? Oh, Mr. Girl. Isn't Mr. Girl a pedophile or some shit? I forgot. I think he's a pedophile, isn't he?
You know, I would argue got some good content.
I think people have oh Lord, here we go with the fucking porn bots.
Was not respectful of me, his position on the show. He got a big head because Destiny started bringing him on, and it's like, okay, that's fine.
Fucking
Be that
porn
way,
bots
but
show
don't
up
expect my
everywhere
support.
on YouTube. It's so
Don't expect my
annoying.
support when you get kicked off YouTube. I'm gonna laugh at you because you told me point blank, "Oh, I'm a big guy now, and I don't need the kill stream." Okay, well then you got kicked off Twitch, and then you got kicked off YouTube because you're a sick fuck. I mean, I don't know what to say. Anybody could have seen that coming, but you should have known better. Yeah, egotistical retard. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like, okay, be an egotistical faggot, but you can go right back to obscurity. And if you had any sense, you would be cool with me because I've shown by my track record that I've been around for a long fucking time.
I don't care, Ralph. Jesus Christ.
I look damn good. I look at me and I look at a bomb. It's perfectly legal to go through somebody's track. Hurt this fucker. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't care about the Ralph stuff. It's so boring to me at this point. Oh yeah, the donut fight. You know, I was trying to find that for the show. Actually, I don't know if I can find that or not. Actually, I found something. Where was it at? It was bitch don't. I put it on my channel. It's like they kept age restricted. I think they actually deleted that particular video. It was like these two fat bitches fighting outside of a restaurant. Like, don't ever touch my donuts, bitch. Don't ever touch my donuts, bitch. It was so stupid.
It doesn't matter. I'm not done. Please back up. Oh, what? You act like you don't know what's going on.
No, legit, fucking Ralph bores me to tears. It's not trying to be shitty to him. His show just does. It's not my cup of tea at all.
Thank you. Well, you will give a fuck when you have coronavirus and you kill yourself.
Oh boy.
Well, good thing. Nice to know you look at life that way. Not I. You all back up. I don't look at life the way you do, so thank you very much. Back up.
They have a plain bagel, extra cream cheese toasted.
You too.
Give me a small coffee.
You're just asking. You're just asking. No, I don't get to change my computer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I am. It doesn't matter what I am. It doesn't matter what I am. Be quiet. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
That's serious.
It is serious. The whole pandemic.
Ma'am, leave me
Oh, you want to
alone.
videotape me?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, go ahead, videotape me.
It's not
Because I
against the
choose to
law not
protect
to wear a
myself.
mask.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
not
You're in
against
here
the
with no
law.
mask on.
It doesn't
So
matter.
You can
It's not.
videotape me all you
It's
want.
not
That's
against the
fine, but I
law.
have an option to protect myself.
Okay, but you have a mask.
Don't come here because you could catch it from anywhere. Please be quiet. Fuck you.
Ooh.
Aw, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Fuck you. I hope you mourn the same way I'm mourning right now. I hope that you mourn the same way. I hope that you mourn the same way. You started with me for no reason. I hope to God you mourn the same way I'm mourning. I hope
It's not against the law to not wear a mask. It's not against the law though.
That wasn't a fight. What the fuck? Okay, let's see. What do we got? Fighting Dunkin Donuts. Like, what was it at? This the one? What in the fuck? They're not loving it apparently. He's tanking those shots at least. Look, Skeeter, I don't care about your fucking mean comments or whatever. Jesus.
Seriously, guys. God, it smells like pot around here, too. Hey, guys, just let us know your names while you're at it.
Didn't do nothing.
Here comes police. You might want to drop it.
Didn't do nothing.
Here they come. You're screwed. Hey, you forgot something.
Didn't do nothing.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
No, you're fucking retarded for doing that.
Right here. That's AC4.
Because they could turn around and shoot your ass, and some people have done that.
There we go. Yep.
Crazy. What the fuck? What the fuck?
We get it. We know. Yeah, I don't care. Can you read the lips? I don't care what you don't like. You can leave or I'm going to call the police. Do you get that one? You get that one, get off my lot, or you will call the police.
What the fuck?
I got mental shit too. Fuck off! Oh, you off.
He said fuck off, ho!
You know, waste a piece of shit. Get a job.
He said fuck off, ho! I gotta hear that again.
Oh, you. I got mental shit too. Fuck off! Oh, you.
Fuck off, ho!
Fucker. You know, waste a piece of shit. Get a job. Get a job. Get a job. Get the fucking job. You know what? You need to go up to the bluff. You know what? You need to get the away from me. Get the away from me. I'm a crazy ass white bitch, and I'm.
You know what this is? That's Alice from IP2 in about 20 years. That's exactly what I'm a crazy bitch and just gets into fights out there still IRL streaming and shit when she's like 40 or 50 like Corinne does. Ugh. Corinne is nasty, man. Jeez. That is a fugly bitch. I don't know if that woman was ever pretty. God, she looks like she literally looks like a leather handbag. She is nasty. I'm sure Ralph has fucked her too, which is ugh.
People that will just fucking put a fucking cap in your fucking ass like there's no tomorrow, right? Wait, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're taking money from these good people. You're disabled. What's disabled about you? I'm a whore. We're all disabled. We're all disabled in our head. You don't think we're all nuts? We're all insane. Oh yeah, go to your happy place. Keep taking money from these honest, hard-working people. Good. Do it. Good. She's recording. Fucking do it. Get away from me. No. You get the out of here. Get on fucking place. Get the fuck away from me. Get out of here. Get away from me. Get the from me. Well, there's an issue because he is like taking money. He is stealing money from honest, good, hardworking people. Well, my choice is to like not give him money.
Tables open. Busy would be every single table.
There are 3 servers on, sir. You can only do so much. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. Who else is open?
Nobody else. Well, you know, I'm not gonna fucking pay for a meal.
Well, then bye. You're out. Hello, he's gone.
Ooh, he threw something at that woman.
You better put that right in my eye. That's on my brother.
And then, of course, there's a cop right there just watching the whole damn thing go down.
You know, I came in here
What the fuck?
Drama at IHOP, dude. Dude, holy shit.
Hey, listen to me. We don't play games here anymore, okay? The next time you ever talk to me like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked by my family. They're gonna fuck you up.
What did I do?
They're gonna fuck you up.
What did I do?
Because you are an asshole. Look at the whole stairs to yourself.
You had these
Why
stairs
don't
and
you
that
go somewhere
stairs?
else where you can go to a gym? This is not just for you.
Oh, you
Get
need
the out of this world. Get the out of this state. Go back to whatever Asian country you belong in.
Okay, racist.
This is not your place.
Let's see if I can see what she looks
Asian
like.
country you belong in.
Okay, racist.
Yeah, kind of looks like a dude. Is it a dude?
This is not your place.
I think that might be a guy.
This is not your
That
home.
might be a guy.
We do not want you here. You put that on Facebook. I hope you do, because every fucking person will beat the crap out of you from here on out. Don't you ever say, "Oh Jesus" to me when I want to use the stairs, you little bitch.
Damn.
Stairs.
You are a sick, fucking, ignorant teenager.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking what, middle-aged woman? Who wears black in California sun? Who the fuck?
You ever notice that most of the racist videos always come out of California? You ever notice that? It's never Alabama or Virginia or Georgia or Florida. It's always fucking California, Oregon, you know, all these other Democrat states and shit. It's always there that they get all racist and hollering at people.
Where's black? Are you an idiot? You wear black in California sun? Seriously?
So I talked to Jean. She said that she could see you for an exam and x-rays today, but she doesn't have time to sleep.
Oh, come on, man. I need my teeth cleaned.
Yeah.
I don't care if they give me 15 minutes. I need somebody to put something on these teeth and get some work done.
Yeah, so the appointment was 15 minutes ago.
Oh, please don't go on about that, man.
So we can go ahead and reschedule if you don't want the exam and x-rays. Do you want her to do the exam today?
Let's go ahead and do what we can.
Okay.
Damn it.
We'll go ahead and we'll do that then.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He straight up broke the display case. Oh my god! I ain't never seen someone break a display case like that. Oh shit, he's coming back. Oh shit, he's gonna beat her ass. Dude, don't look, camera up.
Un teléfono ahí.
Outside in exchange. But your guy, you need to train your people and tell your people that at the door. So I did not know that until I made it all the way back to the door. Don't tell me to lower my voice. Get the out of my face and leave me alone. You can call the police as long as my groceries are paid for. What you calling the police for? Call the police and waste the police time. Groceries are paid for. Stupid ass. Like, all my nerves. Matter of fact, go call Haywood from security. The guy at the door didn't tell me that. And that's what I tried to tell that white man.
Smart KKK Troll. You think you heard me, sir? God bless you, KKK. Give me hell in the street with homosexual crackhead muggers, sir. While you laying up with all the black women, sir. You a big serial killer bully, man. Playing two sides on the KKK. You hate to see me ride my pretty bike, drinking a cold drink, and you putting gay crackheads on me, huh, KKK? Suck my KKK. Trying to tell you, folks.
Oh my God.
Oh, shoot. I'm gone, bro. I'm gone, bro. I'm gone, sir. I'm gone, brother. I'm trying to mind my business, brother, sir. You try to kill me, brother. I haven't did nothing to you, sir. Why are you trying to kill me, sir? Why are you trying to kill me, brother, on a Sunday?
Don't go there. Just put up your spirit involved. Are you recording me?
Yeah, I am.
For what? What did he do?
So Jeff and Steve. Perfect.
Yep.
Good afternoon. That's mine. I'm taking him home.
Okay, ETO there?
That's my boy.
Okay.
All right?
Do you have ID just so I can see his name?
I don't even have to do that. We both know that.
I don't know who you are.
That's all right. But he does, and she does. I don't have to give you anything. What crime have I committed?
All right.
Nope. I
Hold
haven't done
on.
anything. I need you to.
All right, I'm just going to call this a short show. If you want to see daily content, twitch.tv/FalcoPunch64. We do exclusives there all week. It never comes to YouTube. I just want to do a quick one so people know